Welcome to 247 Sports and CBS Sports. I am national analyst Tom Loy, and we've got our third big commitment of the day. We already saw Jordan Clay commit to Baylor, Nick Reddish commit to Notre Dame, and now all eyes are on top 247 cornerback Samari Matthews. So before we get started, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. But let's go into Samari Matthews as a player. Let's dive into the tape. According to Director of Scouting Andrew Ivins, Matthews is a height, weight, speed corner who is made to order for the boundary role in an aggressive defense. He is everything you are looking for in a top-tier defensive back. If you are looking for production and stats, don't look his way. He is rarely tested at the high school level due to his impressive traits and overall skills. Matthews is an experienced press man corner who will use his strength and size to shut down one side of the field. Now let's look at the prospect profile. This is a 6'1", 190-pounder from Huff High School in Cornelius, North Carolina. He's the number 119 overall player in the class of 2026, the number 12 cornerback in the nation, and number 7 player in his home state. On the recruiting front, he is down to 4 schools. He's looking at Florida State, Miami, South Carolina, and Texas. Now it's time to head to North Carolina to talk to Samari Smoke Matthews, one of the top players in the class of 2026. Samari, it's been quite the process for you, my man. How does it feel to finally be here on commitment day?
It feels great. I mean, it's been a long process, and I'm finally happy I can finally decide where home is.
I know you have a packed gym there with friends and family, but who's there sitting with you at the table? Introduce everybody for us.
To my far right, I got my dad, Sean Matthews. Right beside him is my older sister, Ania Matthews. Got my older brother, Tyree. Got my mom, Anita Matthews. Got my niece, Abdul, and I got my sister-in-law, Gabby.
I love it, man. Let's dive into the finalists. First up, Florida State. What has the Seminoles in the mix?
They've been here since freshman year. Coach Norvell is one of the best head coaches out there right now. And with an experienced DB coach as Coach Sertain, who's been in the league and is arguably one of the best corners to do it, it's only right to respect them and put them up here.
What do you like so much about the Miami Hurricanes?
Miami, it's kind of been a weird relationship with them, but I mean, they came on late, and with Coach Crucible is what he's doing. The recruiting class he got in this year is real great. Got one of my teammates and close friends, Tyrone Evans, committed there. So I mean, it's a great things at Miami. So I mean, you got to respect them. There's
been a lot of buzz since day one about the South Carolina Gamecocks. What appeals so much about them?
Them probably at the OG schools. They've been here for the longest with Coach Beamer, Coach White, and Coach Gray, and pretty much like my second family. I've been there so many times, and so many of my friends and relatives go there. So I mean, it's not far from home. So I mean, it's a good choice.
All right, last but certainly not least, the Texas Longhorns. What do you like so much about them?
They're a late school, but Coach Stark is one of the best coaches out there, I think. And Coach O, who had a great relationship when he was at Rutgers, when he finally got the job, I just had to go up there and learn her more as a human. And when I went up there for the little spring practice, I fell in love. And, yeah, they're up here now.
Well, first, I got to tell you, your family, you have been great to deal with throughout this process. I'm very excited to see what you're about to do. There are a ton of people watching at home right now and a ton of people in the gym. So, Samari, the moment is here. Time to tell everybody where you are continuing your academic and athletic career.
I appreciate you. First, I want to thank God. Without him, none of this would be possible. He kind of made everything right for me. I want to thank everybody who showed out, left side to right side. I mean, all y'all are a big part of my recruitment, a big part of my life. So I love and respect all y'all, and thank y'all for coming out. I want to thank the people up here, my family. Without them, I wouldn't even be who I am. Pops is a big part of my life. My sister's a big part of my life. Brother, mom, niece, she just got here. And my sister-in-law, they're all a big part. My best friend, Cam, I appreciate you. My brothers, my teammates right there, love y'all to death. Coaches, all the coaches who came out. My little bros, the younger kids, I appreciate all y'all. Y'all made me keep going. Don't want to fail y'all. So I'm going to make sure I keep going for y'all. All the coaches, all the staffs, all the people I met throughout this recruitment, I appreciate y'all and thank y'all for believing in me and just giving me the opportunity to play at y'all school. And with that being said, for the next 3 to 4 years, I'll be committed to the University of Texas.
massive win for the Texas Longhorns. They moved from number 13 to 9 in the 247 Sports team recruiting rankings. Matthews told me earlier this week that head coach Steve Sarkisian and defensive backs coach Mark Orphy played a huge role in his decision. So, Samari, I want to kind of peel back the curtain a little bit. You and I talked in the offseason, I think it was early in the spring, about you wanting the offer from the Texas Longhorns. You got it an hour or two later. So why Texas? Why is that the place for you?
Read it again.
We talked at 7-on-7 in the offseason at the Sevens. You said you wanted a Texas offer. That was the one school you didn't have. And then about an hour later, you got the offer. Why is the Texas Longhorns? Why is that the place for you?
Like I said, I had a great relationship with Coach O. That's like one of my favorite coaches throughout this whole recruitment process. And when I took that spring visit and I was up there, I just fell in love with it. Coach Stark, even the assistant DB coach, Coach Pat, I just grew a great relationship with him, and I've been in contact with him ever since then. And then after the OV, I kind of decided it. I met some of the other commits and hung out with some of the team, and I just fell in love with it. And that's how I knew it was there.
So when, behind the scenes, when did you actually tell Texas you were committed and you were locked in? And obviously, what was their reaction?
Crazy thing is, my mom actually, she was talking about it on the plane. We got off the flight, we called Coach Stark, and we just did it right there. And yeah.
You are one of the most talented, impressive prospects in the 2026 class. This is a massive get for Texas. But for the Longhorns fans that don't know you as well as I do or we do on the recruiting trail, can you tell them what they are getting in Samari Matthews, the player, but also the person?
Texas fans and the University of Texas is getting someone who's a leader, someone who's going to give it their all 100% every play, and just a dog on the outside who's going to make sure nothing get open.
Massive win. Again, Samari Smoke Matthews, thank you so much for taking the time and committing here with us at 247 Sports.
Thank you.
Congrats again, man. Huge win for Texas. This is exactly what we were talking about. I mean, this is an elite talent. Huge win for Texas. But we got one more commitment. Top 247 edge rusher KJ Ford commits in about an hour or so here on the 247 Sports YouTube channel. So stay locked. As always, the 247 Sports. Those watching at home, we appreciate you. We'll see you next time.
Dear football, we've been through everything together, haven't we? From the first time I put a helmet on as a little kid to Friday Night Lights at Huff. You've been the one thing that's always stayed with me. You pushed me, made me dig deeper when I was tired, made me chase greatness when it would have been easier to settle for less. Every hit I make, every rep I take, every heartbreak I got, you were there. You're more than just a game to me. You're the early mornings no one saw when I didn't want to get up. You're the late nights when I kept replaying the same mistakes so I couldn't sleep. You're the coaches who believed in me, the teammates who became my brothers, the crowd, the silence, the noise of all of it. And through it all, you taught me how to fight, taught me how to lead, how to love something bigger than myself. And now it's time for something new. A new team, a new jersey, a new dream to chase. And while it's hard to choose this chapter, I'm ready.
Yeah, 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 yeah.